Hello, today I am presenting my HISTA PowerPoint project. So our research question today is, do males or females report more days with poor mental health? Our observation is poor mental health across both genders. Both genders, many people suffer from poor mental health, such as stress, anxiety, depression, whatever you have. Poor mental health is a common problem in our area because of many different substances in the households, low income, different factors like that. This project will measure which gender is more likely to have more days of poor mental health than the other. This project is a prevalence project. Justification and background. Women report more psychological distress and worse self-reported health, while men report more dissatisfaction with their personal relationships. Fuhrer, 2002. Women receive and provide more confiding, emotional. Men, on the contrary, receive more practical support than women. Fuhrer, 2002. Mental disorders increase risk for communicable and non-communicable diseases and contribute to unintentional and intentional injury. Prince, 2007. Health services are not provided for equitably to people with mental disorders. Prince, 2007. Women report more symptoms than men in mental health surveys. To Signet, 2009. Women did not confide more about their symptoms than men. To Signet, 2009. Gender has significant explanatory power regarding differential susceptibility and exposure to mental health risks and differences in mental health outcomes. Asbury, 2001. However, highly significant gender differences exist for depression, anxiety, and somatic complaints that affect more than 20% of the population in established economies. Asbury, 2001. Our research question today is, do males or females report more days of poor mental health? Variables. Our independent variable is gender, male or female. Dependent variable is days of poor mental health. Constant are our survey questions. All residents are of West Virginia, and the way the survey is distributed. We have no control. Hypothesis is women report more days of poor mental health compared to men. Based on the background research, women report more symptoms of poor mental health than men. This resulting in females reporting more days of poor mental health. No, there will be no significant difference between men and women in mental health. This is our cover letter. These are the survey questions that we used to collect our data, which are the sex and then how many days in the past 30 days was your mental health poor. These are the procedures that we took. Me and my partner and I used the HISTA State Survey to gather data. And then we both completed our HISTA city training so that we could do this ethically. We assured all our participants that this is anonymous and that they do not have to do it if they do not want to. And my partner and I, the survey was closed by the HISTA CRAs, and then they posted the raw data with a password for my partner and I to access. After that, we gathered the data and we put it into Excel in which we did our tests. This is our raw data. These are our graphs, which show that females have a higher rate of mental health than men do out of the participants that we gathered of the data. These are our data results. Our p-value equals 4.5e negative 54, which means that there is a high relationship between gender and poor mental health, or gender and mental health in general. The mean for gender is 1.3, which is we had more women than we did men. And the mean for days across both genders are 22 days of poor mental health. Our conclusion is, do males or females report more days of poor mental health? We figured out, after doing our research, that gender does have a significant impact on mental health because of how they might address that, how they might say it. With stigma related to men having poor mental health, men might be afraid to share that they have poor mental health. Women, on the contrary, would be more open about sharing that they have poor mental health. After conducting the t-test and analyzing our p-value, we concluded that our hypothesis was supported by the data. Limitations in our research were the individuals who skipped the question and those who might have answered untruthfully. After analyzing our data, we concluded yes, women report more days of poor mental health than men. These are our references, which are from Asbury, 2001, Gender Disparities in Mental Health. Fuhrer and Stansfield, 2002, How Gender Affects Patterns of Social Relations and Their Impact on Health. Comparison of one or more multiple sources of support from close persons. These are a continuation of our references. Prince, 2007, No Health Without Mental Health. To Signet, 1987, Sex Biases in Mental Health Scales. Do women tend to report less serious symptoms and confide more than men? Psychological Medicine. This was my Histo presentation from 2025.